Emergency service units given a financial lifeline as key agency agrees to pay up by September. Reports, before the resolution to the ongoing problem was announced on Thursday, suggested that many voluntary foundations which operate critical rescue and emergency services had been forced this year to take out short-term loans with banks and financial institutions to keep their ambulances and response vehicles on the road. Arrangements have been made between a government agency and emergency service providers, including those responsible for ambulances, to pay outstanding amounts due to them for their vital work dating back to October 2022, with the first payment to be processed immediately for periods in April and May 2023. At a briefing on Thursday, the media was told that a collapsed database system with critical information was responsible for the disruption and delay in payments, but that the situation would be fully rectified and all budget disbursements brought up to date by the end of September this year or the end of the government's financial year. An assistant spokesperson for the National Institute for Emergency Medicine, Acting Lieutenant Karen Sriwatanabharapa, announced details of the deal agreed upon on Thursday. He confirmed that $31.5 million is to be paid immediately for periods in April and May 2023, with a total amount of $969 million in respective periods going back to October 2022 brought up to date by the end of September 2023. On Thursday, an official with the National Institute of Emergency Medicine confirmed that an agreement had been made with rescue and ambulance service providers concerning 8 months of compensation payments, including overtime, which were due from October 2022 until February 2023. The total amount outstanding, according to the government agency, is $969 million. Reports suggest that many ambulance drivers and service providers have not been paid for 8 months up to July 5. Money to start flowing again to rescue foundations after 8-month payments drought over database issues, with all accounts regularized by the end of September. On Thursday, Acting Lieutenant Karen Sriwatanabharapa, an assistant spokesperson for the National Institute of Emergency Medicine, gave a briefing to reporters on the situation and revealed that payments of $32.586 million would be processed for work undertaken in the first and second payment cycles of April 2023 and the first payment period of May this year. It is understood drivers and emergency service providers are paid on a 2-weekly cycle. The problem which caused the issue arose late last year when database systems used by government agencies went offline or were damaged. This meant that disbursements had to be suspended. New database system built and launched in March. It is understood that a critical database involving information relating to accounts due was left either incomplete or disjointed, with officers at times having to resort to sourcing data from paper records. Lieutenant Karen revealed to the press briefing that a new database system was quickly developed by a state agency which was tested and introduced in March this year. The payment of monies due from October 2022 would begin to be dispersed in August. It is hoped all accounts will be regularized by the end of the financial year, at the end of September 2023. The official said that the agency expected that the full amount due of $969 million would be paid up to date at that point. The assistant spokesperson assured the ambulance drivers and the public that the money linked with the budget was always available. He said there was, however, a duty placed on officials to make sure it was dispersed properly in accordance with the law. $969 million in amounts due to emergency service foundations now to be dispersed, with $32.586 million paid immediately for periods in April and May. The operators of emergency vehicle and ambulance services were praised for carrying out their duties in the interim and standing by the public in responding to emergencies and calls for help from sick people. The official highlighted that one of the benefits of the new database system that has been developed will be clearer reporting to contractors and operators so that they will have a better understanding of how much is being paid and projected payments into the future. Another key benefit of the rebuilt system, he said, is that it can be accessed by other government agencies. This will play an important role in providing up-to-date data on injury statistics and operations of the service to the public. Reports earlier this week from emergency foundations throughout the kingdom suggested that many had been struggling to survive and resorting to short-term bank loans and facilities to keep the critical services to the public and foreign tourists open.